Well, I can set up
Can you give my jacket?
One of my favorite moments in prison with Dad was I went on Christmas morning, and I went and spent Christmas Day.
Oh,
with
yeah,
him,
did you
and
do
they
that by
had
yourself?
Outside
The
band,
band
and the band
playing.
playing, and we just sat out there and we felt free. We're gonna go pick up my dad today. I am anxious because it's just so, it feels like I'm still in a dream. It doesn't feel like it's real sometimes, you know? I'm like, wow, he's finally coming home. Like, this always felt impossible.
When they told us that he's, going to jail or prison, they said, I just remember as a kid them always saying it's like carrying 15 years. So I used to always count, 7 to 15. I'm going to be 22 when he gets out. But, obviously that's not how that worked. I'm 30 now.
I do remember at one time telling people my parents were dead because I didn't know what to tell them, and that was horrible. And then after making good friendships with people, I eventually told them.
Every time he would come up for parole, I actually never had any hope whatsoever because I felt like everybody was against him. I felt like the prison system was against him. I felt like the parole board, the prosecuting attorney, and I feel like my dad had a lot of struggles in prison and had to overcome a lot of obstacles, and I never believed that he was ever going to get out.
Everything that motivates me comes from, not having parents, not having my father. You know what I mean? There's been times where I hate myself for it, and there's been times where I realize that this is who I am and this is what's made me me. You know what I mean? I'm only so strong because I've dealt with these things.
Most children don't have these deep conversations with their parents about for my father, it was alcoholism, was a reason of a lot of why he got in fights and led to this life crime. And so part of the parole process was him identifying that. And part of my role was being /lawyer I'm gonna be the parole board here, and Fred, I'm gonna ask you about your sobriety, and I wanna hear your steps, I wanna hear your relapse prevention programs. There's a one visit, I remember thinking, wow, that I don't know who this man is, because he was in his underwear. I couldn't actually give him a hug, it was through a glass, and he was talking to himself. And so I didn't understand at that time that maybe he was on medication, but I didn't even know how. I was scared because I said, well, who is he? This is not the dad that I remember.
I had my head shaved and I thought I was the king of the ring. Nobody could beat me up. I could do whatever I wanted. Yeah, that was crazy times, and you guys brought me out of that through the contact visit. That's why I was trying to tell them that those were so important.
Yeah, exactly.
The hugging and everybody getting reacquainted, and man, how great. And then when finally we got down to level 2, the Soledad visits were so great that it was like a picnic. Remember, I couldn't wait. We'd be like a big old picnic atmosphere, and we all got back together. And
our symbol, the phoenix, derives from the Egyptian myth of the great bird, which is said to destroy itself by fire, and to return again from its own ashes. It is what we, who have destroyed our lives by substance addiction, are striving to do. Rise from the ashes of our defeat, take our rightful place in society.
And so do you have a relapse prevention plan for when you get out that you think is manageable for you to not need to go back to that?
Yeah, you know, the one he made is similar to the one in substance abuse, where you take 5 different situations and do all that, and then have the support groups and all my old thinking, my triggers.
My philosophy is this.
I really didn't know all that before.
I'm willing to give anyone a chance. And I realize what these guys have done. But I also realize that some of them are gonna go home. And if we don't give them other tools, if we don't try and get them to teach the others, not only are they gonna go out there and commit more crime, those who look up to them are gonna commit more crime.
This graduation is especially important to me because my dad is part of the program. And so I'm going to tell my story about, as how hard it is as a child to have your parent who has a long-term sentence. So I just want to encourage you all to please share what you're learning in your classes, because it's really important stuff for your family, and it allows us all to heal as a family. Thank you.
Sounds like Jennifer.
Did you see my
I didn't bring any of those. Frank was always like grooming up. We don't miss this. Yeah, we don't miss that. It's not a threat to our dad.
Oh, it must be employees.
23 years. Yeah, he's just act man. Why are they keep
What's it been like to have your family this whole time?
To help me? Oh, they brought me out of it, because when I was with Tracy Lum and I got that 3-year denial, I almost quit. Man, I wanted to go back to a cell. I didn't want to do these programs anymore because she burned me.
That's why Belly was like...
And you guys came every weekend. You must have sensed it. They came every weekend to visit me and kept me going. Like, and they, come on, Dad, keep going. And pretty soon,
and remember we'd like...
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, I'll keep going.
Then we'd tease you, we'd test you, what's number 8 step?
Oh, yeah.
You'd be like, I don't know. We're like, well, we don't know either. And we brought them each visit to go over your steps.
I know. See, you helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Visiting is very important. If they try to take visiting, that's going to hurt a lot of people.
Yeah.
I count on that, you know.
And us, too, as your kids, it's going to hurt, because that's how we still have a relationship.
Right. That's you have the relationship.
The gym I used to go to, Janice were in the van.
Oh, that's sound.